So there is the veteran figure of Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG. 32 years of age now, the Mongolian former Olympian, or Mongolian Olympian. I suppose once you're an Olympian, you're an Olympian for life. And there is a man who knows all about competing at the Olympics. 29-year-old David de PINA of Cabo Verde.
Round one.
Well, we are in the 54-kilogram bantamweight division, and what a contest we have in store here. It's between boxers from Mongolia and Cabo Verde. The southpaw wearing red is Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG, 32 years of age, part of a 6-strong Mongolian boxing team. He was an Olympian at the Rio Games in 2016, and he's a 2-time Asian Championship medalist at light flyweight, taking silver in 2017, adding to the bronze he won 2 years before. Participated in a last edition of the World Championships, but he's just been picked off by a cracking right hand from the man in blue, and that is David de PINA of Cabo Verde, 29 years of age, part of a 5-strong Cabo Verde team, and he, the tournament number 4 seed. Man made history last year at the Olympic Games, was Cabo Verde's flag bearer, and took an Olympic bronze, losing at the semi-final stage to the iconic figure of Hassan Buyduzmatov, and made history by becoming the first ever Olympic medalist from Cabo Verde. Good right hand to the body from de PINA, takes a right hand over the top and then a left hook as he was spinning off the ropes. But each man really having to work for their openings here. Good left jab scored by de PINA as he's just able to get on his bike, switching stances between orthodox and southpaw, now back as a left-handed boxer, leading with the right foot and right glove. Here's Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG, just trying to present a different posture to David de PINA, but he's just picked off by a right hand as de PINA was able to close the gap on quick feet. Little untidy on that forward foray. De PINA hit with a rabbit punch to the rear of the head, but not saying it's his fault, but he was the one who turned his back on his opponent after they got a little disorganized on the inside. We hear the referee with the instruction of boxing because each man was just feinting on the edge of range, trying to draw that lead that can be countered. De PINA feeling that he's had success with an attack, so he just on his bike now, using the space of the ring, picking up pace like a 400-meter runner, dodging, darting, clockwise, counterclockwise, quickening his own feet in pursuit of his man. Here's GANKHUYAG, but this is a dazzling display of sticking and moving from David de PINA. Well, we've got a cut. Keeping an eye on the referee, and he's put his fist into his open palm. You may have just seen that on the left of frame, and that means that this injury to the right eye has been caused by the slashing punches of David de PINA. If this injury causes the bout to be stopped, it will be a victory for David de PINA without going to the scorecards or SCI. So even though there was a respectful touch of gloves to resume proceedings here, very much a case of sorry, not sorry from David de PINA, because that was a legitimate scoring shot that opened up this injury. First round in the book. What a round of quality boxing between these two outstanding operators. Some of the action from the first round. That's an example of the movement that de PINA was able to bring throughout the first 3 minutes, and I think he's sticking and moving rapid pace around the boxing ring. I think that's going to be rewarded with victory in the round.
Seconds out.
So there, a clean
Round
sweep
two.
of the cards confirmed for David de Pina. All 5 scoring judges preferring the work of the Olympic bronze medalist from Paris. So we move into the second round. Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag, be all too aware of the status as he's been just fed that flicking left jab. My goodness, blinding the man, coming in with such rapidity, just touching his man with scoring shots is de Pina. But what it's also doing is it's preventing Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag from getting any type of balance, because he's always having to reset and change direction in a bid to try and catch up to this speedy boxer from Cabo Verde. And it's all very well possessing the quality of speed, but speed without control can be pretty useless. But de Pina showing that he's in complete control. Look at the way he's using the space of the ring when he gets near the ropes, just skims off them to take up residence elsewhere in the roped arena. But Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag will look to be bringing all of his experience to bear here in a bid to try and get back into this contest. But look at that counter left jab while moving clockwise to his left. Three-fisted combination, three-fisted flurry. Left, right, left from de Pina. Good work to the body by Gan-Khuyag, and maybe an investment in body shots will slow down the movement of de Pina in the second half of this contest. There's a blistering 2-shot combination, body then head, but then back comes Gan-Khuyag with the same thing. And he's looking to hunt the body now. Reaching for a left cross upstairs as I suggest that. Well, it can be pretty dispiriting to face off against a boxer like this, because he's simply not there to be hit. Oh, that's a good right hand that checks the chin of de Pina, but he passes the chin check. Solid right hand went over the top of his low held left, just knocked his head to the side, but he never had his boxing stance disrupted. Heads coming together at close range. Left hand over the top, not too far away. As Gan-Khuyag getting closer now as he scores with another southpaw left over the top. So just grinning that blue gum shield as he steps in behind a right hand is de Pina. My goodness, this is a wonderful exhibition of back foot boxing from de Pina. Able to change direction on genius ankles from clockwise to counterclockwise. And Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag is going to need a turbo to try and close the gap and catch this man. A very good display indeed in the second round. Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag did get closer, checked the chin on a couple of occasions of the man in blue, but he took the shots well and continued his rhythmical display of boxing and moving. Look at that. Multiple jabs without reply before dropping down with a right cross to the body, just touching his man with scoring shots, and occasionally he would increase the power. But that, almost a contest in microcosm. Scoring shots from de Pina, but there was a good right hand from Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag, testament to the fact that he still remains filled with belief that he can turn this contest in his favor. Second round completed, 6 minutes in the book, and both rounds have been scored unanimously in favor of the Olympic bronze medalist from the Paris Games last summer.
Your third and final round.
So 3 minutes remaining in what has been a high quality 54-kilogram bantamweight contest in the round of 32. David de Pina has boxed sublimely right from the opening bell. Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag, the two-time Asian Championship medalist, has brought all of his skill and ring craft to bear. But he has quite simply found David de Pina very difficult to catch cleanly and consistently. Again, real intelligence being shown by Gan-erdene Gan-Khuyag as he sought to dig down to the body when he got David de Pina near the ropes. Corkscrew right hand not too far away from David de Pina. Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG operating as an orthodox boxer here now. Right hand over the top was a scoring shot once again. He celebrates it by rising that right glove to the stars here in this open-air venue of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Center. Just led off with the right cross. He was short to the mark. Good work to the body once again. And a little bit of showboating coming into the footwork now with David de Pina. Just pogoing left and right. And that's not disrespect in the direction of Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG. He's just trying to discourage him and demonstrate that he's in complete control as he scores with another rapier-like left-right combination. Blistering straight punches from David de Pina. Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG remaining committed to his task as he's seeking to walk down the man from Cabo Verde. But my goodness, it must be a task as difficult as trying to bottle smoke, because he's there and he's not there. When he's not using his legs, his reflexes are on point and he's just able to weave away from the incoming fire. It's been a wonderful display of back foot boxing. Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG has got a minute left to try and close the gap, and easiest ways to get this man out of there inside the distance, because he's conceded both of the opening rounds, 20 points to 18. He's always been in it, but not doing enough to win any of the rounds, as we see more variety from the lead left hand of de Pina. The final shot, a corkscrew left, and now he's switched southpaw, showing his variety. And he's just controlling the contest here now, controlling the tempo. Remember, the onus is on the man in red to close the gap and get busy. There's a good left hand over the top from Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG. But the clock very much in favor of David de Pina. Initiates the clinch, some clock-killing tactics. There's the 10-second clapper. And provided he can remain out of the way of a finishing blow, well, it's David de Pina who dances his way to a delightful victory in his appearance here at Dubai 2025. What a sensational performance by the Olympic bronze medalist from the Paris Games last summer. He will have grown immensely in terms of confidence and belief after that run to the podium in the Olympic Games. Remember, the first ever athlete from Cabo Verde to claim an Olympic medal had the honor of being their flag bearer at the opening ceremony down the Seine on that storm-filled night last summer. Boxed his way to the podium, and he's opened his account here at Dubai 2025 with a very good display of sticking and moving. Let's get the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, over on Ring B, your winner on points via unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing Cabo Verde, David Daniel de Pina.
So David de Pina, a unanimous point decision victor over the two-time Asian Championship medalist Gan-erdene GANKHUYAG of Mongolia. Credit to GANKHUYAG, he never stopped competing, never stopped going in pursuit of the punches that he needed to get his man out of there. But the man who is filled with energy as he practically bounds out of the boxing ring demonstrated that type of energy all contest long. Like a jackrabbit up there in the ropes arena, he never stopped moving and piled up the point-scoring punches, making it a very difficult mission indeed for the man from Mongolia. A sensational performance in the round of 32 from David de Pina, and the tournament number 4 seed goes through to face off against Naga Pechan of Serbia in the round of 16. What a contest that promises to be. The front foot pressure of the Serbian boxer against the back foot brilliance of David de Pina of Cabo Verde.